Welcome to Hush Tarot 1111. I am Hush, and y'all, I know I've been gone for a couple of weeks and I've been kind of sporadic, but this Saturn retrograde has been spanking my rump. But now I'm back. I'm clear-minded and focused, and that's the way I always want to be when I am coming onto these YouTube streets, so that I can ensure that my messages are clear and concise. And so today, what's interesting is I was speaking to a friend earlier, and she says, well, these divine masculines are speaking today. And she's absolutely correct. This shift that's taking place is definitely impacting the divine masculines. But let's see what that means. What's going on here? All right. So Spirit, without any delay, let's look up the energy of the divine masculines and what they're going through. All right, Spirit. Without any delay, what is it that the divine masculines are going through? Ooh. I'm sensing a lot of them are getting shook up. Okay, I sense a lot of movement. Okay, I'm gonna keep this out because it did fall out. So let's see here. All right, so first and foremost, we got the Knight of Junk. Ooh. Slow moving energy, but right behind that we have Fate, which in this deck is death. Some of them are being pushed to move forward for a select few of them, okay? Thinking that they had everything under control, and his spirit said, in control of what now? In control of who? Oh, no. So for some of them, immediately I get the sense that they're being forced to move. Like I'm seeing like a literal physical move. So maybe they haven't been in the place that they were supposed to be. Like for some of them, they may have been running from something, and Spirit is saying, listen, you've been resting long enough. Okay, it's time for you to get up and move. Okay, move your feet. Look at here. Right after that, we have the World card, y'all. And then we have the Seven of Cups. I'm not gonna lie, I just keep getting, for some of these divine masculines, they have been in the spirit of avoidance for so long that now Spirit is saying to them, what is it that you're gonna do? Okay, you have to walk your path. You have to go into your divine path or not. But what you cannot do is still sitting here waiting in queue thinking that things are going to be different, or for some of them thinking that things are going to stay the same. Okay, so for some of them, I do feel as though situations with karmic partners are going to come to a head. But for others of them that are not in any kind of third-party relationship or situation, I do feel as though Spirit is saying, okay, get up off your ass. Okay, because you got work to do at this point. Look here, we have the Five of Swords. Yeah. So for some of them, I do feel as though they've been having a lot of epiphanies lately. Like, okay, so what is it? What is it that you're meant to do on this earth? What is your path? Some of them, they have been seeking help as well. Wow, I'm hearing for a select few of them, they may be seeking some type of counsel, and that may not even be a an actual therapist, but like a mentor, someone wiser than themselves to help them get back on. Okay, look, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. For some of them, these nasty karmics, okay, or these karmic situations that they've been involved in, they have also come to a head. I do feel as though with this karmic in reverse, for some, I keep hearing divorce for some of them. For others of them, I do feel as though this karmic partner has, for lack of a better word, said that she's had enough, or she's been caught in a compromising position as well. Feel like she's moving on. But others of you, I feel like there could have been a situation where there was some cheating involved. And for others of them, a select few of them, this could be a very nosy, like maternal figure, very nosy. So this could be a mother, or I'm getting like a great aunt. Just very, very maternal, like energy, all up in his business. Okay. Or their business. Take the energy for however it resonates. Could be male or female. Let's see here. Anything else, Spirit? Okay, that's too much. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? The Hermit. Look at that. Yeah, it's a deep time for introspection as it comes to the divine masculines. Because I'm getting this image of like, it's like a metronome. It's going, which way you going? What rhythm are you going to be on? Which way? Okay, because you can't stay in the middle anymore. Are you going to go left or are you going to go right? Either way, the decisions that they're going to make at the end of the day, I keep getting the feeling that it's going to be best for them. But let's see here. How does that impact you? Okay, so I just got a brand new deck, so I'm going to anchor that in. So Spirit, what is the divine masculine's thoughts towards the divine feminine at this moment? Okay, so we have the Four of Cups. Okay. So for the Four of Cups here, I do feel as though some of them, their thoughts do run towards you, but it's in this mode of regret. Okay. It's giving me this energy of, oh shit. Okay. What did I do? Or I'm also hearing like, Mr. Lonely, I have nobody. Well, that's your fault. Okay. I do feel as though some of them have this tinge of regret. Like, how do I approach this? How do I say something now? For some of them, they're fully prepared for a good old fashioned FU. Okay. With this Two of Wands here. Yeah, their thoughts do go towards you every now and then. But honestly, I'm not going to lie, y'all. I do think a lot of these divine masculines, their mindset right now is not necessarily on this connection as of yet, because they're digging themselves out of a hole. They're still trying to decide which route they're going to take. Okay, so they can't give too much attention to you right now. They can't devote a lot of attention toward this connection, but they do think of you. Okay, we have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, see, we got the Three of Pentacles here, and it's the Santa Muerte. Okay, deck, tarot deck, followed by the Star. And last but not least, we have the Seven of Swords. Yeah. So for a select few of them right now, the best thing that they can do is leave well enough alone at this point. For some of you, I do feel as though you may have had a brief turn in with them, and then everything just kind of just shut out again. Okay, so you may have been in connection with them briefly, but they're not ready. I just hate to say it like that, but they're not ready. That's why they fell back out of communication with you. Okay, some of them with this Three of Pentacles, it is telling me that they're trying to get themselves together financially. This is why they couldn't just devote that extra time that they had with you, or this mode to go gung-ho, even though they may have wanted to. But here we go again. This Five of Swords came out again. Remember, we had the Five of Feathers here and the Five of Swords here. Okay, they feel like they're currently trapped in their circumstances. Okay, their current circumstances, and they don't know how to escape them. But look at here, we have Judgment at the bottom of the deck, but they know they have to move soon. Okay, for some of them, they're feeling like it might be too little too late to repair whatever the connection is with you. Okay, for a select few of them. And so it's like, as it pertains to you and their heart space, they don't know what to do. They don't. They're afraid. Now, for some of them, I am hearing like they're playing they're doing like the petty stuff, the petty Olympics. Okay, because here we go. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Empress card. There you go, standing in your power, in your energy. And for you, I will say, Divine Feminine, continue to stand in your power. However, which way this goes right now, you still have to worry about you. You still have to worry about your plans and your life, your better day. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. Here we go again. So for some of them, slowly but surely, they are going to try to, for lack of a better word, test your temperature again. But I get this sense of anxiety, like, oh shit, oh shit, okay? Like, I don't know what to do. Again, but slowly but surely, I do feel as though they are going to try to keep it civil with you, to talk to you, to speak to you, but they're fully prepared. Okay, because I get this sense of anxiety of like, oh, they're gonna fuck me up. Like, I just know it. Okay, let's see here. Anything else? What is the surrounding energy, okay, between this connection? We're gonna use the Mausolea Oracle of Souls deck. Lady of Mask, the Shaper, Reclamation, Vanity, Surface Appearances. You two are both kind of seeing each other for who it is that you truly are at this point. For some of them, I do still feel like they were in a space of they weren't entirely sure, like, what type of person you were. And for some of them, they're still trying to figure you out, and how, for some of them, how they can fit into your life and how you fit into theirs. Like, what does that mean? And it's like for some of them, for a select few of you, they were just afraid to be naked in front of you. Okay. And I don't mean that in the sense of like in the flesh, but they were afraid of being open and vulnerable with you about what's going on in their lives. Okay. Some of them are living a lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Some of them have been living this image of what they want the outside world to see. But behind closed doors, they're not who they're allowing the outside world to see. They're just not. And they weren't ready to present that nakedness to you. They weren't ready to be whole. For some of them, they've been having financial issues and they weren't ready to present that to you. For some of them, because they were in a marriage, because I keep hearing something about like a marriage or engagement that wasn't working out for them. For some of them, they were in this marriage and they tried to work it out. They thought about it. They were trying to put that work in. And so it's another one of the reasons why they were falling in and out. And it's 11:11 on the phone. They were trying to work this out. I keep feeling with this karmic partner, and they just don't want it anymore. But for some of them, I just keep hearing flat broke. I'm flat broke. And they didn't want you to know that. Because that's not who they are in general. They're in a space in their lives where they really don't know who they are. Okay. And it's because some of them don't recognize they're in the throes of their awakening. And look, we have Danu, mother of creation, motherhood, ferocity, creation. Some of them are basically having to put the reset button on their entire life, dig themselves out of the mud and create something new. But I also see this is how they feel about you. Like, to them, you had your stuff together. You had all this abundance walking around. You were looking good, smelling good. And it was like, well, how am I supposed to present myself to this? Literally the earth mother, the mother of creation. Okay. For some of you, I'm not going to lie. They think you are perfect. They see there's this regalness about you. For some of them, they want a family life with you. They do. But the core of who they are currently, the core of who they are currently has to wipe off that sludge. Okay. And some of them, they're afraid. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Lilith, hunger, animalism, instinct. For some of you divine feminines, y'all are in a space of, I just don't give a fuck anymore. I don't. You're pouring back into yourself. Okay. Because I'm hearing, I gave you one time too many. That instinct of, okay, maybe you know what, I just need to back off and take care of me. And that's, again, do what you got to do for you. You don't have to sit here and entertain this energy. Okay. That's why Lilith is showing up as the thief of life. The thief of life. Don't allow some of your best years or the most fertile times in your life to be consumed about what this person is doing at this moment. Okay. The truth is, for some of them, they're not ready. For others of them, they're ready, but they don't know how to present themselves to you. Okay. And so let's see here. Spirit, what is going to be the core glue that brings this potentially together? Okay. So what is the core glue? Ooh. Okay. We have be spontaneous and solitude. Okay. So for a select few of you, it is going to take what I get from that, especially with this be spontaneous card and solitude. It's going to take you stepping outside of your comfort zone. Okay. So the normal ins and outs of your day, the things that you would normally, do, the circles that you're normally in, you have to shake it up a little bit. Like a friend of mine says, spirit loves competition. So for some of you, it's going to take you having to go out and finding, for lack of a better word, another soulmate. Okay. Calling in another soulmate, or just really breaking across the norm. For some of you, it's just go on a vacation, chill out, have a good time, do something, get back into your creative aspects. Some of you, this is the time for you to launch deep into your creativity. Okay. Break against the norm. For him, it's also, for lack of a better word, for the DM, same thing. For this solitude, he's going to have to take a few moments where you're having to go out. He's having to go in, literally in. inside himself and be real. What is it that's not working for him anymore? And I say him because it's divine masculine, but it could be anybody. What is it that's not working for him anymore? And then he also has to ask himself, how much or how bad is he willing to change? What is he willing to cut loose? And they're advising him to cut the shit loose and move toward what makes him happy, what makes him feel fulfilled, what makes him feel whole as an individual. Not within the confines of a relationship, but as an individual. Same thing for you. And once they figure it out and move toward alignment with their soul's purpose, this is how you two come together. But you, sweetheart, divine feminines, you got to tend to you right now, your own garden. And that's what will bring this together. But let's see, within a month's time, what's going to happen with divine masculine within a month's time? We have the Ace of Feathers. We have Justice. We got the King of Poles. And then we have the Five of Cups. So going into the next month, I do feel as though he's like the epiphanies and the hard truths are not done. Okay, so within a month's time, do I feel like he's coming towards you? No, for some of them. No. Because it's almost like what I'm seeing is like it's being wound tight. Like, the best way I can describe it is whatever he's going through, the hard truths that are coming, it's almost like that fishing line or that key has to be wound up before it gets turned loose. Okay. And once it's turned loose, okay, he's going to literally have a purge of emotions. Okay. He's going to have some heavy revelations. That's the word I'm looking for. That's coming toward him to facilitate his healing. So he's going to need this time. Okay, because for some of them, I keep feeling like they're trying to avoid these tower moments that are coming in for them. They're trying to avoid sitting still for 5 minutes because this is what they don't want to do. They don't want to feel that emotion. They don't. For some of them, I'm not gonna lie, they just don't want to keep it real with themselves. They don't. But they don't have any choice. This shift is coming. This shift is affecting all of us. This shift is coming to spank some butts. At the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Swords. Okay, so there is going to be a moment where, because I'm telling you all, when it all falls down, it's all gonna fall down. And at that point, you have to ask yourself, okay, what am I gonna do? What do I need to change? And remember, this 10 of Swords is coming for everybody. So nobody's above reproach. We're all being faced with some real stuff right now. And this is what he's going through. Okay. I keep hearing something about a death in the family that's also going to be very influential. And that could be on his side, but as well as yours. So take the energy for however it resonates. But for some of them, there is going to be a death in the family that's really going to leave their mark. And from what I'm hearing, it's like of a paternal figure. So like a father, grandfather, great-grandfather, or someone they're very close with, okay? Paternally. That's going to have a huge impact on them as well, okay? And they're just going to need that time to think and regroup. And here it is again. 10 of Swords came out again. So within a month's time, they're not, and then the Star. And that's where the healing begins. So they're not going to have time to reach out to you or want to reach out to you. But you are in the back of their mind, though. Okay? And so in the meantime, just continue to do you and have faith that whatever is going on, it is going to be okay for you. If you want to continue to send your person love and light, please do. That's always accepted. But give them this time. Is what I'm hearing. In the meantime, don't you stop your train for nobody. So listen, keep doing what you got to do. Okay. This is going to come to a head eventually, because for some of you, it's going to be like, what's that movie? The Never Ending Story. Like you two are always going to come together. But at some point you got to have that, you know, like for some of you, you're in a cliffhanger moment. For some of you, you're at the end of this chapter going into something else, something new. So ask yourself, you know, what is that going to look like? Okay. So I'm going to leave that right here for now. But y'all, once again, thank you so much for your likes, shares, your subscriptions. It all helps me grow on this channel in the YouTube streets. My scheduling is now available again back on my website. Last week, I did go ahead and correct that. So if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you know that you could tap the description below at the bottom and I'll be happy to read for you. Y'all also make sure that you're following my Instagram, because when I do post my stories, I do post if I am doing readings at Totopia, all that good stuff in my neighborhood if you are in the DFW area. Okay, so I will be letting y'all know when I'm popping up in the flesh, and I will be happy to read for you there as well. And above all else, thank you guys so much for your support of my products, my t-shirts. There are more products coming that will be posted very, very shortly. Okay, and if there's anything that you need, you know that you can always DM me directly on Instagram, or you can email me at hushtarot@gmail.com. And so with that, I'm going to close this out for now, but I want to say thank you all so much for your continued support. Mwah. And I love you.